Hey, it's Rob and Kicking Ass. Today we have another Honda, good old CRV, and we're going to be doing some dual pump fluid and a little brake fluid. So stick around. That's what we're getting into today. Dual Plump 2. Advanced protection meets Honda quality standards, resist high temperatures, breakdown, developed in conjunction with Honda R&D. All right. That's rad development. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Sure you read the warnings. There are some warnings. Cancer and reproductive harm. Oh, I'll just put that down. Don't need to hold that right now. Alright, let's get back to the pumping of the fluid. First off, we're going to start with brake fluid. We're going to suck out this nastiness so you can see that yuckiness. Not the best looking fluid. Should be clear, not that gold browny nastiness. So we're going to clean this little filter. We're going to suck that stuff out. Get some new flizzy up in there. Get your little vacula. Turn her on succula. Pop this guy off. Do have a little hose attachment. You know where I put that hose thing? You don't know where it's at? It's like a little hose thing with a little rubber thing on the end. Could you find it for me, please? Okay. So what are you talking about? Hose. Found it, Rev. Thanks, buddy. This is it. This is what I was talking about. Switch tips. Old tip switch. Old switch the tip. Oh yeah, I'm looking all around. Towels above my head. Look up, Danny. Alright, let's clean this thing off. Where's my brake pointer? Make sure it's nice and clean here. Clean your screen. Get your screen nice and clean. I like to wipe out the top here as much as I can get in there and get all the dirt. Collecting for eons. Some new fluid in there. Always use new fluid. Always freshly opened fluid. You don't want to leave brake fluid sitting around. Talked about this in the past about how it loves to pull moisture and accumulate moisture from the air. So you want to, moisture is bad. You don't want moisture in your system here. Make sure you pull all that off and that does not end up in there, because I've seen that in there a lot of times. People don't pull that off and it falls in there and clog up your master cylinder. That wouldn't be good, and your brakes would go out and you'd be in trouble. Bloop, 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 bloop. So now that we have that sucked out, we're going to fill this to the top and then go to the rear and start sucking out all this brake fluid. Holds a lot. You never knew how much these things hold. They got magical reservoirs inside. Goes back under there a little bit. There we go. Alright, we're at the top of that guy. So we're going to put the lid on this so we don't knock it over. Alright, I did the right rear already. We're on to the left rear. And remember, use your line wrench to break it free so you don't round it off, so you don't become in a world of hurt. I like to break it loose with the old line wrench. Put the old suck skidoo on there. Turn on the... Oh, frick. In my eye. Right in my eye. Oh. Yeah, let me know if you're a technician and you freaking hate working on cars when it's rainy outside. Straight eyeball drip. That sucked. Alright, back to the, yep, that's where it came from. That's the culprit. Let's get that. Let's not have that happen again. Usually you blow it off with air, but I'm not doing that right now. So, now that we've got that on there, we got it broken loose and it's loosened up, we're going to crank this on. Give it a nice shuffle pushes, some of that fluid flowing while we're tapping her ass. Oh, it's like a different level of loud. It's like a irritating loud. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm digging this new light I got. All the, whoa! It bounces off the ground really good. It's got the tip light. Nothing like a good tip light. The old tip. And it's got a super strong magnet. like you can hang from that. Oh. Alright, that's the differential. We'll be back changing the fluid heater points shortly. Let's get back to the brake system. Are you gonna come help? Wrench? You want a wrench? I don't know if that's helping. Is there... Okay. Can you not knock my glasses off? You're a good boy. Crazy tall. Bugatti's on the other hand, like I could care less. Alright, y'all have a seat. Let's get back to work. Commence sucking. For everybody out there, that's not bubbles in the air system, in the system. That's just air getting sucked from here and right here into there with the air getting sucked past the thing. There's not that much air in the system. The car wouldn't stop. So what you're seeing, the only way you're going to get it solid is if you just go up there and pump it right now. Then you would see a solid stream of fluid coming out. But the sense that we have a vacuum on this, you're going to see it kind of like that. But right here you kind of see it solid. So then you can get a sense of how dirty the fluid is if you've got it all out yet. So it's still kind of dirty. We're going to keep sucking here. Yeah, now that's clear. A lot clearer than it was. Alright, we are at the CRV rear end. There are a few kind of all different kinds of bolts and stuff on here. The one you need to pay attention to is the one that I got the ratchet on that you can't see. Anyways, that one on the bottom. And this is the fill right here. Hi Phil, how's it going? Yeah, pretty good. Cracked myself up. But yeah, let's try this. Brake is pretty good on there tight, so you gotta get one of these Mac Daddy ratchets like I got here and give her a nice little... Good God. First off, make sure your ratchet's on off, Robert. That would usually help. Kind of on a rolly cart and I'm pushing, so this is not gonna work. Holy sheep shit. Yeah, it's quite tight.
You have a toy body.
Get you this badass Icon ratchet from Harbor Freight. Icon. I love this better than all my Snap-on. This thing's great. Absolutely. This feels like quality when you put it in your hand. You're like, oh, it feels good. It's got a good weight to it. Come here, Mr. Diff Bucket. Get my diff pail here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on, Ski. I'm about to drink this stuff here. Pretty sure this is probably the original fluid that was in this from the get-go's here. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the nice gold. You're gonna get metal on here. It's just gonna have to, you know, you'll get, that's typical. Everybody's gonna pull some metal off of there. And we got new washers. Went to Honda, got the washers. Make sure you put your new washers on there. These good old crush washers. Tell this one's... Oh, dirty poopies. Alright, let me go get some tools to get that off. Chopping necks. Alright. Here we go. Show you a neat little trick to get these off. You take your dikes, or wire cutters, what do you want to call them. You just do a little cut ski there. A little cut ski there. This comes right off ski. Okay, one more cut ski. There we go. Two washers. There's a bigger one and the smaller one. The smaller one goes on the bottom drain. The bigger one goes on the fill. Hey Phil! That will drain for 6 days, so just get the majority of it out. Bad boy ratchet back on there. Click, 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 click. They are tight, people. I ain't bullshitting. That's why you gotta get you a big old breaker bar to get that damn thing off. And that one usually comes right off, so we'll put a new one on this bolt already. That old one, boop. Alright, now we need to put fluid in there. You can see where it says DPSF, dual pump fluid. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some hose.
With just a couple of pimps, no hose.
And make a pump with that and the air hose. So we're going to use the air And you can do it with by hand, but we're not going to do that. We're going to use the air and pump this thing in. So, all right, I'm just going to MacGyver up. You get the lid off the dual pump thing. You get you one of these little unibits. You can pick them up at the harbor of the freight. I recommend not holding this in your hand because that can hurt if you lose your hand and grip. But just make you a nice little hole here in the middle. And you want it to be slightly smaller than the hose you're using, so it makes kind of a tight fit. I think we got this, might be perfect here. Yeah, so you want it kind of tight. Tight like a tiger.
Tight like a tiger.
So ideally we want this. I'm going to use air to push the fluid. You want this thing to be sitting on the bottom so it sucks the fluid off the bottom. That should be perfect. Snug that up. We're going to put the hole right here. I don't know if I want to use this drill or not. Barely trying to get in there, and I barely want to break through the... Let me turn it down there. There, not even broken through, so I wanna... No, I'm gonna have to drill it. Hold on. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Success. Okay, now do not squeeze the handle at this point. You will cover yourself in the fluid. Alright, let's see the fluid go up. So you want to lightly hold this hose up here. Right, I'm just going to hold the hose right here. This is pretty good. But slowly start to put air in. You'll see it start to come up. There we go. And it's full when it starts running back out here, just like most differentials that you do. But just take your time. There's no rush. Take your time. You see it's not going super fast. It's just oozing in there. Whoops. As I just spilt it everywhere. That was awesome. Don't do what I did. Learn from my mistakes, children. Okay. She's gone. We're about a half a quart down. Still going. Don't want to get too much air. You get covered. Let's go. Fill that deal. Pumpy fluid. Oh. Like I'm cooking as enough. Alright, so I find it easiest just to, you can poke another hole in the other one, but sometimes just to dump this cord into this cord because this cord's already modified. Better situation here without spilling it. Alright. That was easy enough. I don't want this pointed this way. Son of a biscuit. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Let's do this. Back to filling. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You already filled up here? Whoa. Whoa. Let's look at the top here. Whoa. Oh, this thing still pumping. Jeez. So just over a quart. It takes about a quart and a half till you become covered in fluid. Cancer and reproductive harm. Okay. Make sure you click, click. Another torque wrench. All right, so you've got your dual pump apparatus and you still got some you want to save it. Everybody's got these things laying around. I don't know, I have a ton of them for some reason. What I like to use is take these and you stick it right in the hole you made, and then your hose will sit right on there. And this will sit on your shelf. You got your pump ready for the next time you need to do some Honda dual pump fluid. That's a neat little tip, trick, skibidi-doo. Makes a little nice little carrying case. It's time for, what the hell? That's better. Okay. Got some Rain-X new Ceramic X. We're gonna slap that on that window because it looks like it needs some, and I got this new stuff and I want to put it on everyone's cars, see if they like it. So let's go put that on. Alright, that wraps it up for that Honda. We reset the maintenance light. It was like a B16. I think 6 is differential fluid, so B16. Did the brake fluid in the rear, spark plugs. I don't think I saw you did. I don't think you showed me. I showed you do those spark plugs. Anyways, I did the spark plugs. So that thing is good to go. Cleared out the codes on the dash, and I think that was it. So that's all for that. Kind of a quickie, quick in and out there, Honda action. But yeah, I'm Rob. This is Kick-Ass Garage, and I'm here every Saturday.